A lot of time is needed to describe all the features of the third-generation Kia Sportage. But even a number of problems did not prevent him from becoming really massive. Are these problems really that serious? It is the word contradictory that turns out to be a great fit for the crossover when you select the exact epithet. The only indisputable advantage of the model was the design. Next are the questions. The transition to a parquet existence with a clearance of 172 mm was difficult for the once-frame SUV. The game began according to the new rules, and at first Sportage managed to comply with them not too successfully. In the cars of 2010 to 2011, there were enough minor birth injuries, some of which the company managed to heal over time. Front and all-wheel drive crossovers with 2.0-liter gasoline, 164 horsepower, and diesel engines, 184 horsepower, were brought to Ukraine. Along with a 6-speed reliable automatic, most often found in the secondary, at first a structurally unsuccessful 5-speed manual gearbox was supplied with a certain skew, due to which the box sometimes did not nurse even 40,000 kilometers. However, a 6-speed manual gearbox appeared a little later, already devoid of past sins. We do not undertake to recommend a car with a gasoline engine for purchase in the secondary market. With the good quality of the timing chain and attachments, due to the cranked liners, this motor often managed to rattle for repairs after 100,000 kilometers. It is difficult to repair it, the range of native spare parts is small, and there is almost no non-original. They get out of the situation by buying a contract engine. But it's like putting on an already used engine. However, the situation with reliability has changed positively for restyling in 2014. Diesel resource is higher. Higher efficiency, dynamics and elasticity. The turbines do not fail, as does the timing drive. The only thing that happens is that opening a diesel engine will entail twice the costs. The repair of injectors with high-pressure fuel pumps is also pretty worth it. After 100,000 kilometers, questions arise for the 2-mass flywheel, but still, the third Kia Sportage is a so-so option for the secondary market. No wonder thieves ignore him. The interior is aging quickly, the plastic peels off in busy places, as does the leather trim of the pretty steering wheel. Crickets appear. Seat upholstery crumbles, and leatherette upholstery bursts. But there are no complaints about the corrosion resistance of the body. We advise you to look for a car with a metallic paint, since eco-friendly acrylic cracks more readily. Repair gurus are advised to avoid versions with a sunroof, wedge, and heated wiper area, glass cracks due to temperature contrast. There are many complaints about suspension. The knock can come from anywhere. In the cold, the anther on the shock absorber rod dubs and plays, the stabilizer struts are typical consumables, and the steering rack taps at low runs. Many complain about the sounds in the rear suspension, the lower silent blocks are clogged with dirt and creak. The problem is fixed by cleaning and lubricating the assembly. By the way, over time, Kia eliminated this misfortune. And surprisingly, many scold the original components, the replacement of which with a high-quality non-original, when available, leads to the solution of many problems for a long time. In a word, we cannot recklessly recommend this car to you. Beautiful, no doubt, but you need to watch and listen to it very carefully when buying. And any used Sportage will always give a reason for bargaining. Frequent overcoming of the Fords provokes the ingress of moisture into the center clutch and its failure. Tightness can be considered lost after 80,000 kilometers. A 6-band automatic is quite durable, provided that the oil is changed every 60,000 kilometers, otherwise the valve body will have to be replaced ahead of time, which will cost $900 without work, and at the same time the clutch package. A gasoline engine is demanding on the quality and level of oil. It does not have outstanding characteristics, and in order to get normal acceleration from it, it has to be actively untwisted. Hence the high fuel consumption, and at 3,500 to 4,000 revolutions per minute and above, the Ford begins to eat up oil. On a diesel engine, a high-pressure fuel pump, from $800, and a turbine, from $600, suffer from bad diesel fuel. But the latter confidently holds up to 150,000 km. Shock absorbers have been caught leaking more than once, even at low mileage. At the back, there were problems with springs that sagged after 15,000 km. Their owners of early Sportage vigorously changed under warranty. Kia later changed the weak parts for stronger ones. But even today, the locksmith recommends installing suspension parts on the crossover not native, but from eminent manufacturers. The real structural rust cannot yet be sought. South Korean steel is one of the best. But the paintwork is fragile, chips on the hood cannot be avoided. The original body iron is too expensive, and the Chinese non-original is of poor quality. And almost everyone already knows the stories with poorly closing doors, the hinges of which have to be adjusted almost every 30,000 km, and the seals have to be corrected even more often. When buying a machine, make sure you have a complete set of hood seals, especially on the left wing side. If it is not there, water gets under the hood in the rain and floods the engine control unit. The motor may stall, and it will start only when the contacts are completely dry. Yes, by the way, the bulbs in all the headlights often burn out. Humble yourself.